In this video, I will present before you the effect of foreign substance which is considered as impurity on the critical solution temperature of partially miscible binary liquid mixture. And I will also introduce you the application of this effect. Now you can see it is a typical diagram having a upper critical solution temperature. Now if you consider this to be phenol water diagram, then it is percentage phenol which is increasing in the rightward direction, and in absence of impurity, which I have represented it as by the blue color, it is the graph of the temperature composition diagram of phenol water system in absence of impurities. Now this critical solution temperature is characterized by the two conjugate solutions, that is two layers below this temperature within this domain referred as the miscibility gap, and beyond this point or beyond this domain that is in this area, it is a single solution. So beyond this blue line, this portion, we will have a single solution, a homogeneous solution of phenol and water, no distinct boundary between them, and below it within the domain we will have two conjugate solutions having two different layers. Now this critical solution temperature is invariant, that is, it has a definite temperature 66.8 degrees centigrade for phenol water system and has a definite composition 33% for phenol water system, and it is very sensitive to the critical solution temperature. Now what happens when impurity is incorporated within this system? Now we can categorize the impurity to be in two types. One is impurity is soluble in one liquid only. Now if we have this test tube and we know that phenol is denser, so we will have a saturated solution of water in phenol here. Here it will be water in phenol and it will be saturated solution of phenol in water. This is below the critical solution temperature. Now if impurity is soluble in one liquid only, if it is soluble in say water or say phenol, then what will happen? If it is soluble in water, then it will stabilize it. The Gibbs free energy of this liquid molecules will go down and it will exhibit less preference to go into this layer. So if the impurity have choice of one liquid rather than two, then it will prevent the liquid molecules in which it is dissolved to go into the another layer. So there will be a decrease in the mutual solubility. Now what will happen if the mutual solubility decreases? Then you need a greater temperature to increase the solubility. So what will happen? This critical solution temperature will go up. So you see the red color, here it is, the impurity is of such characteristic that it is soluble in one liquid, and if it is soluble in only one liquid, then the mutual solubility will decrease and you need a greater temperature to increase the solubility. And you know for phenol water system, or the solution or the liquid pair having upper CST, that is upper consolute temperature, solubility increases with increasing temperature. So since solubility is decreasing owing to the impurity present here, you have to increase the temperature, since that only can increase the solubility in such systems having upper CST, and then the two layers will be converted to a single solution. So CST will go up here. So here you can say, here CST will go up, that is will increase. Up means here temperature is increasing in this direction, so CST will go up. Now what will happen? Now example of this is, if you add KCl here, what will happen? KCl will go completely into water and it will ionize here as KCl, K plus aqua and Cl minus aqua. That is hydrated potassium and hydrated chloride. So this is these two ions. These ions will stabilize the water and will prevent water from going into the phenol. So if we add KCl in phenol water system, what we will see? We will see that the critical solution temperature is higher than in absence of the impurities. Now if we add an impurity such that it is soluble in both the liquids and not preferably in one, then what will happen? So an impurity is being chosen which is soluble in both water and phenol. Then that particular molecule will execute a to and fro movement. That is, that impurity will go from water to phenol and from phenol to water. And since it is soluble, it is being surrounded by the respective solvents. So it will act as a cementing force between the two different layers and will increase the mutual solubility. So if an impurity is soluble in both liquids, it through its to and fro movement between the two different layers will allow the solvent molecules to go along with it, and it will act as the cementing force and it will increase the mutual solubility. Now if mutual solubility increases, then what will happen? You no longer need a greater temperature to convert it to a single solution. Less temperature will be required, since with decreasing temperature solubility decreases. Now the impurity is increasing the solubility, so you need a lesser temperature compared to 66.8 degrees centigrade for phenol water system when the impurity is soluble in both the liquids. So CST, what will happen to the CST? CST will go down. So with impurity having solubility in both the liquids, it will increase the mutual solubility and it will no longer require a higher temperature. You will need a lesser temperature to convert the two conjugate solutions to a single one. So CST will go down here. Go down. Now if we apply succinic acid in phenol water system, it is soluble in both water and phenol, and it will increase the mutual solubility and it will cause a decrease in the critical solution temperature. So if you add KCl to the system, it will increase the CST, and if you add succinic acid to this system, it will decrease the CST. Now application of this process is, since petrol is costly, you know that petrol is a very important fuel for running majority of vehicles and it is very much costly. There is a general tendency of adulteration. So dishonest merchants used to add many types of aromatic compounds in petrol which are cheaper than the petrol, so to make illegal profit. Now how to check whether the sample contains adulteration, that is impurity, or not? To check, you take a sample of petrol. Now add to it aniline. Now this system has a known CST. the petrol is pure, then this petrol aniline combination, this binary liquid partially miscible liquid pair has a known critical solution temperature. But you take the sample from which is commercially available in the market and you add aniline and try to find out the CST through experiment. If you found that the CST is greater than the known CST, if you found that the experimentally obtained CST is greater than the known CST, then it is confirmed that there is adulteration in petrol. And by measuring the amount of increase, you can also determine the amount of adulteration present in petrol. Since this determination is necessary, since many vehicles are, or those vehicles which run in petrol are sophisticated, and adulteration in petrol is not only going to lose you economically, but also it causes damages to the engine. So this check is necessary and it is of great importance. So you collect the sample, you add aniline, you measure the CST, and if it is greater than the known CST, it is confirmed that there is adulteration. So this is one application. Now another application which is done in a wide range is, all of you have heard of disinfectants like Lysol. I am not giving advertisement, just for academic purpose. Such disinfectants contain a binary liquid pair like cresol and water. Now, if we mark this as ordinary temperature, so 25 degrees centigrade maybe, then the cresol water system will have CST above this ordinary temperature. So what will you have? You will have two conjugate solutions at ordinary temperature. Since the CST, it is CST is higher than ordinary temperature. So that will look like a cloudy solution, and it may form two separate layers. Now that is not going to work and not work efficiently, since the mixture is important. When it is spread, you need a proper percentage of cresol and water, then only it will be functional. And also there is a question of attracting the customers. So a clear solution will have a greater attraction. So to make this possible, a third party, a foreign substance called impurity is added. Here it is a surfactant. Soap is added to this cresol water combination. Now soap is soluble in both cresol and water. So what it will do? It will increase the mutual solubility. It is soluble in both cresol and water, so it will increase the mutual solubility and the critical solution temperature will drop, and it will drop below this ordinary temperature. This is the ordinary temperature. Now when it drops below the ordinary temperature, this is the CST in presence of impurity, when impurity is added to it. When it drops below the ordinary temperature and you have the solution at ordinary temperature, you will have a single solution, and below this CST you will have two solutions. Now you are using it at ordinary temperature, so you will get a clear solution. To have the clear solution of disinfectants like Lysol, which has cresol and water, it is necessary to apply soap, which makes a clear homogeneous solution. So this is what about the effect of foreign substance on critical solution temperature.